I am the Director of Parks and Recreations and Cemetery for the City of Jonesboro. Jonesboro is growing at 2 to 3% a year, so as it grows, we have to grow because this is quality of life, which is a huge part of why Jonesboro is growing, because our quality of life is so good here. So we have to continue to grow in all aspects of our department.
My name is Danny Kapalis. I'm the Assistant Director for Jonesboro Parks and Recreation. There's a lot more to it than most people know. And honestly, they don't have to know what we do as long as the product we're putting out is good and they enjoy it.
There's 22 parks in the city right now. A lot of people don't know that, so I encourage people to get on our website and look at we have several what we call neighborhood pocket parks that are hidden. You only know about them if you're in that neighborhood, but they're great parks to go to. And we also maintain 4 cemeteries for the city of Jonesboro.
Craighead Forest is kind of a jewel we have here in Jonesboro. I don't think a lot of people realize how lucky we are to have a city park that people that come to Jonesboro go to and they say, well, that's a great state park, that's a great national park. You know, they don't realize that it is a city park. So we really do have a jewel. I do see that park continuing to grow. We're building a trail right now. Part of building that trail is to give people an opportunity to go to a place they feel safe, know they can train for whether it's a 5K or just daily life, you know, just trying to get back into shape. But that's, for us, it's activity. It's how do you get people active? How do you keep people active? And how do you have fun? And part of that is giving them a place that's safe for them as an adult and they feel comfortable taking their children. Southside softball complex in the Miracle League, that facility is changing. We're adding things that we've done over the years is tore all the dugouts and built new dugouts, block wall dugouts, made them really nice. We're redoing backstops as they go by. We're adding scoreboards. So that park's becoming a really nice park.
The Miracle League started out as a dream of mine. I actually came across it in 2004, and I was searching for grants on the computer for a baseball program, and the word Miracle League came up, and I clicked on it. This little video started playing, and I was in a room by myself, and it was literally like somebody tapped me on the shoulder and said, "You really need to do this."
It touches so many lives and has made so many bonds between people, whether it was the contractors that were out there or just as citizens of Jonesboro and out of Jonesboro. We're drawing from a 150-mile radius right now of people coming to the park to bring their kids to play. It's a place for them to be safe, to have safe time to go play, whether it's sports or on the playground. But it's also what they call an inclusive park, which means it's for everybody.
It probably won't ever be finished because we'll always find things that we want to add. But right now, we are the largest Miracle League in the United States. Our playground has 29 different pieces of equipment. All inclusive, that means that all children can play on the playground as well as the children with disabilities.
Inclusive play is very big, I think, and that's kind of how in the future we will build playgrounds in Jonesboro with inclusive play.
Miracle League sports program. Right now we're doing baseball, or what you'd call rag ball. So it's like it's a real soft t-ball type sport. It happens out there on the field. That is our first program we're operating with the Miracle League. Our plans from there is to transition into soccer, transition into doing some basketball, volleyball, but using that facility, which is an outdoor safe environment for these kids, to introduce them to different sports and give them an opportunity to play a sport like anybody else.
Every one of our children that goes on the Miracle League to play has to have a buddy. And those buddies can be 12 years old and up. So we use a lot of fraternities, sororities, businesses, church groups, baseball teams, softball teams. We just have a lot of volunteers that come out and be our buddies.
The Pool Center is actually open from Memorial Day to Labor Day. We're open from 1 to 6 every day for open swim. Then we're also at the pool parties from 7 to 9 during the week and 6 to 10 on Saturdays.
We have Joe Mack Campbell Park, which is kind of a premier sports park, sports complex. It does have a playground, a couple of pavilions, but you know it's well known for its baseball, well known for its soccer. If you go anywhere across the state, you really won't find a place as nice as what we have here. So we're very fortunate to have that facility. A few years ago, we were fortunate enough to be able to hire a turf management supervisor out there. So we actually have somebody that knows what they're doing, knows how to handle the ground, and it's just making that a really nice place to play.
We have grown drastically in my 6 years here. We've added a lot of sports, but also the existing sports that we have almost tripled in attendance. So we are the largest soccer recreational program in the state of Arkansas now. But we have many sports that children can play and sign up for throughout our different seasons.
With Parks and Recreation, we have starts off with City Stars. City Stars is our free base program for basketball and soccer. On the basketball side, that's Adam Larson, and that's a free-based basketball program for the summer and winter. From there, he deals with football, which is called Wolf Cub Tackle Football and Flag Football. Both programs are pretty big. I know the basketball program runs about 700-800 kids at a time. The football is about 600 kids. For the soccer program, Bill Summers runs that. That's a program that has about 1,800 children playing in it. We also have what's called Revolution Soccer. That is our next level program for soccer. That's for the kids that are going and traveling, playing tournaments. We host a couple of competitive tournaments here for them too. Jared Stroud, he kind of wears multiple hats. He deals with our rugby program, our cheerleading program, program called Target Golf. He also is our pool manager. So he's pretty busy dealing with the different sports. And then Sharon Turman, which is our softball coordinator, she deals basically with softball and Miracle League. And so she handles the girls softball. I think we run about 1,000, 1,200 kids there at a time. And then the Miracle League, I think, runs about 15 to 20 teams at a time.
The city of Jonesboro owns and maintains 4 cemeteries. We have 7 employees which help with maintaining, mowing, weed eating.
Different cities are different. You know, some cities the cemetery department's under streets departments. Some cities it's all private. So a lot of people don't know that we run 4 cemeteries and we actually do burials.
City Cemetery is located downtown. We have Nettleton, which is on Airport Road. We have Oaklawn, which is the corner of Matthews and Lowberg, and Knights of Pythias, which is on Strawford Road.
We're partnered with the Live After 5 downtown to show a movie in the park on a Thursday night. We do the Barbecue Fest, where we help maintain downtown is under my department, so we help during Barbecue Fest. We help at 4th in the Forest, which is the 4th of July event, and also the fireworks at Southside Softball Complex. So we get more and more events every year, but they're great because we get to showcase our parks off.
If one of the citizens sees a program that they'd like to get involved in or something they'd like to start, we are always willing to partner with people in the public and try to help with programs. We can't always run every program. Unfortunately, we have a small staff, but we can give help to people or give them a facility if they're willing to put on a program, especially one that they're not looking at profiting for. They're just looking at helping the community. We are all about community service of that sort.
We have all the amenities of a really big town, and we have kind of that small town mystique.
I think in the Parks Recreation program, what makes it so great is we're very diverse, but we do have parks basically all over Jonesboro. But there's always something to do with the family here in Jonesboro, and I think that's probably the best part.
We encourage feedback. You know, we can't be everywhere every day. We try to be, you know, we encourage ideas. We love ideas. Jonesboro.org, go under Parks and Recreation. All of our parks are listed there. All of our prices are listed for rentals. My staff, my supervisors are listed there with emails and the office phone number.